Right, that's my stunning M1000r over there, and I have been riding that baby quite a bit lately. In fact, I was going to do a video tonight updating you on the M1000r, but I've decided to take the Ducati for a spin. The reason I have not been doing many videos is because I'm doing a big renovation of my garage, and it's taking forever, and my bikes, I have to have my bikes elsewhere. So half the time I don't have my bikes at the moment, which is a pain in the bush turkey. It's a little bush turkey. But I have had the M1000 out quite a bit, and I have to say, man, like living with these two bikes, the Streetfighter and the MR, you know, just as you sort of fall in love with one of them, you then are reminded how good the other one is. They are but they are very different. The MR is the bike you would want to ride just for an easy ride. You're in a hurry, you know, there's stuff going on, and you've just got to get somewhere, and you don't want to think too much. You jump on the MR because it basically rides itself. This, on the other hand, is more of a handful. And when you get on this after spending quite a bit of time on the MR, this just feels raw and mental compared to that. MR daily rider, absolutely unquestionably daily rider. For the ease factor, and the Streetfighter just for the fun factor. That would be my ultimate conclusion, I think. Anyway, it's good to be back on the bike. Once I get my garage sorted, I'll be bringing back lots of videos, and there's plenty coming with the Ducati Multi-RS in particular, which, man, is taking forever. Like, the latest due date on that is July, or June it might have been. Anyway, something starting with just something, which is too long. We do tend to get bikes quite late here. They go to America and the UK before they come here. Plenty of people online with the RS doing videos. So yeah, we are very late to get them. But that's going to be sick. Anyway, we're into the best riding season in Sydney. We're into autumn and spring are the best, and we've just had the most glorious day here today in Sydney town. It's been beautiful. Wind's just got up a bit now, but it's no longer too hot to ride. And during the summer, this summer was one of the hottest summers on record. It was full on, man. It was so hot, and you just really couldn't ride. It was just, humidity was off the planet. Anyway, it's calmed down now, and it's back to those beautiful, crisp, pleasant riding conditions. So, you know, hopefully a combination of better weather and my garage being sorted, and I will be able to bring you more videos. That's for sure. That's my plan anyway. Going to take the bike to a beautiful part of New South Wales in a couple of weeks for 5 days, and I'm not going to tell you where. I'm going to surprise you, but there's going to be some glorious riding in store. So I've got a few videos that I'm going to make on a trip, let's just say to the northwest of here, in a couple of weeks' time. Oh, the old scooter rider special. Hey, I want to talk about e-bikes. E-bikes are a big thing here. I'm sure they are all over the joint. Hello, sir. E-bikes are a massive deal. Everyone's getting them. Anyone between 16 and 18 years old is getting on these e-bikes, and they are fast, man. And you can download a upgrade for them, and so they're capable of like 60, 70 k's an hour. And of course, basically teenagers are riding them, and they're riding them in like bikinis, okay, or just board shorts. Now, okay, it might be good to look at, but holy shitballs, they're doing 60, 70 k's an hour on footpaths on these things, and they're not wearing any protection. Well, at least they're not wearing protection on the bike. Anyway, you know, when I used to push bike with my kids, I used to feel really nervous about riding along the footpaths, past driveways, right? If you were doing 60 k's an hour on a footpath and a car comes down driving, you're toast. You're toast, man. If you're wearing a bikini, you are probably strawberry jam on toast. Right? It's not. Something's gonna. I mean, I'm sure there have already been fatalities. There are going to be a lot more. People are riding around faster than what I'm riding now. And look at me. I'm in all gear, top to toe, armour. It's my personal choice, and I don't want to be that guy who rants about what to wear on a bike. But e-bikes are crazy, man. And like my kids, there's no way I would let them. There's just no way I would let them ride one. Because of course you ride one, you're not going to go and get, you know, helmet and protection on, because you look like a twit and everyone will laugh at you. And they wear these stupid flimsy helmets that don't offer anything. They're just like bike helmets, basically. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Now, look, as you know, I'm not a big fan of the nanny state. I don't like rules. And this place has got too many. But at the same time, sometimes you need a little bit of protection for the public, and I'm afraid bikini wearing e-bikers, you guys need some help. That's my rant for the day. But I've been seeing them everywhere, and look, frankly, it pisses me off when they pass me. Like, I'm in traffic commuting and they're on the footpath just cruising past at light speed in Lycra. Light speed in Lycra. Don't get it. Just don't get it. Anyway, makes you sound old. Makes you sound old and boring and like conservative. And I'm none of those things, by the way. None of those things. But that one just got right up her nose. Anyway, yes, so as you can see, still loving the Streetfighter, and you know, what is it now? 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, I don't know how long I've owned it for, but it's a ripper. Absolute ripper. It's the fun machine, it really is. And if you do want to get out there and just have a bit of a smile, put a smile on your dial, this is the bike. If you want to get somewhere efficiently and fast and look really good, jump on the MR. I'll tell you, the MR, like, it does look really good. I washed it the other day, which is a bit of a miracle, and it just looks magnificent, and you get all these thumbs up everywhere you go. I get a lot of cars trying to drag me, and then they give you the big thumbs up. It's what they call double demerits here in Sydney on a public holiday. So if you get caught, the usual demerit points you get for an offence are double. And I was driving my car, I should say, to work the other day on Friday, just after double demerits had kicked in, and my phone fell off the jack on the dashboard into my lap. I picked it up and put it back on. As I did, a police officer on a bike who was right next to me pulled me over, gave me a right talking to, lectured the crap out of me. I said, mate, I'm so sorry, but it just fell out. Anyway, and not only did he lecture me about that, when he tapped on my window and said, go over on the left, the only left I could take was a no left turn. Anyway, he was saying, go over there, so I went over there, and then he had a crack at me for the no left turn as well. So he had a crack at me for the phone that actually just fell off the thing, the mount, into my lap. And then he had a crack at me for doing a left turn. I'm like, dude, you told me to go left. He goes, you're shooting on left here. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I was just trying to comply. Anyway, he was right grouchy. Like, seriously, he was treating me like I was some kind of armed offender. And I was just polite to him and nice to him. And in the end, he let me off. Had he given me a fine for that, right, for the no left turn and for the phone thing, on double demerits, I would have lost my license. I would have fair income, lost my license for that. Now, look, he didn't, but I reckon it was line ball. He was in the mood, that's for sure. Anyway, I got away with it. Oh, the pickup on this is freaking awesome. Oh, double demerits, slow down. She said it'd be hilarious, tell you that story and then get done. Is that an e-bike? Yeah, yes, it's not the top I've got on my mind. It's not the more modern variety. Oh shit, this guy on his scooter is zipping around like a mosquito. Oh yeah, the wonderful thing about this bike, the reason why you hold on to a bike like this and you don't ever sell it, is because every time you get on it, every time you twitch that throttle, it gives you something back. It's so rewarding. It really is. I'm hoping like crazy that the responsiveness on the same engine, from the same engine on the RS, is going to be as good. And a couple of people suggested it might not be, but I don't know, I reckon it ought to be awesome. But it really is the gift that keeps on giving, this Ducati. It looks sick, that red just keeps getting better, and it sounds cool, and it's just got this amazing ability. The low throttle openings, small throttle openings, just gives you so much. And it's this beautiful vibration that just talks to you. Yeah, I just love it. Just absolutely the thought has never crossed my mind about selling this. The only thought I have about turning this over is when the next model comes out, upgrading it. I think there's going to be a Ducati Streetfighter in my life forever if they keep building them like this. You know, I might have a look at the next version of the SP, SP2, or is it the current one, SP3, whenever that comes out. I'll look at that maybe. They didn't have the SP2 in Australia when I bought this, and I did want the SP1 because I wanted this tank profile, and the SP1 had the old tank profile. And one of the outstanding features of this bike is the way you sit on it, and this tank, and the way it interacts with you. And only the SP2 had this tank profile, so couldn't get that at the time I bought this. Oh, here we are. Beautiful City Harbour Bridge on a nice autumn evening. Beautiful. The Opera House over there. I can see the camera might be a bit low. Great views of the Opera House. Sunsets in the west over this massive continent of rock and kangaroos. It's a dust bowl for 3,000 kilometres out that way. Orange, magnificent orange dust bowl. Some of the sunsets you get are marvellous, absolutely marvellous. Sets on the Opera House. I get asked the question if I could only have one of the Streetfighter and the M1000r, which would it be? And the real answer to that is it wouldn't matter, because you'd be happy with either. But for me, if I could only have one, I would probably go the Ducati. It tugs at my heartstrings more than the MR. Has nowhere near the features. The MR is fully loaded with features that I really like, features like hill hold. But there's something that Ducati does to the soul that the MR does not. And for me, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who have a different view, but for me, the bike that talks to me and calls my name in the middle of the night is the Ducati. And the real reason for that, the main causal factor, for my opinion, is the engine. What Ducati have done over the years with this V4 engine, it's just got better and better and better, and it is simply magnificent. Now, of course, I've Bren tuned this, as I have the MR, so it is kind of like for like. But even pre-Bren tune, go back and look at my videos, I had the same view. But this engine is a masterpiece. Frankly, I just think the V4 format is the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. One thing I need to start doing when I ride the Streetfighter is putting earplugs in. There's something about the frequency of the engine note that actually, when you get off, your ears are ringing. It's like you just listen to a loud band. Because I don't get that on the MR, even though the MR to my ears is actually louder. It's something to do with the frequency of the noise, I reckon. But I must remember to put in the earplugs. Brakes are great too. Brakes are great. So in summary, if I could only have one, it'd be the Duke. But couldn't blame you if you picked the MR. Couldn't blame you at all. Nice wheelie, bro. Nice wheelie, bro. It's even good at negotiating roundabouts, unlike the Ducati 1199 Panigale, the first one, which you never knew if you were going to come out of the roundabout or not. So unpredictable the throttle on that thing. Look at that, smooth as you like. See you later.